Hello, welcome to the Black Hearted Oracle. Now, before we get in to this reading, okay, this is my welcome back reading for all the people who have been wondering where I was. I was on a little hiatus, had these energies were a bit much to deal with, so you know, when you have your personal things to deal with, and yeah, so welcome back, you guys. Hello. So what's going to happen, this is going to be a general reading for the collective, and then I'm going to go through the individual signs in their own separate videos as well. Right? It won't be as elaborate as this. The individual signs are a lot more condensed. Okay? So before we get started, though, I'd like to give homage and reverence to Mother Sustainer, Father Creator, and of course my beautiful ancestors. And I would also like to give honor to every seeker that comes to this channel. And I hope that you find what you're seeking. Okay? All right, let's get into it. Let's see what these energies are dealing with. Now, before we get started, we have Divine Mother Manifest, number 15, from the Roomy deck. And it says, it is best to participate in this life with much less certainty than the mind would have us believe necessary for inner peace. Inner peace doesn't come with understanding, it comes with trusting. What a relief to not need to understand. What a relief to simply live with trust and know that everything will work its way out. Something you have been working towards, growing into, loving, and dreaming for, perhaps for a very long time, is finally coming to fruition. With your thoughts and attention so often turned to the past or the future, you have yet to realize what is coming to life for you this moment. Receive this gift completely and utterly, whether you feel sufficiently worthy or not, or appropriately or readily attired. It's time. Whether it seems to be in the best form or how it should be according to your opinion or the opinion of others. All things serve love. No matter whether or not things appear to be working out, they are. You are held in the loving protection to keep you from straying from your highest path and divine destiny. There is work here for you to do upon this planet, and you're upon this planet in your own unique way. Okay? So that's the opening guidance. And for the reading, we have a fragment, the second chakra, Archangel Ariel, broken heart, healing. Then we have tsunami. Sorry, I'm getting a cough drop. Tsunami, wake-up call, volcano, volatility, Gaia, nurturing, and take off your mask or masks. A merry motive, body and soul, a tall tale, and courage. Then we have rejection with the workaholic, the knight, the palace, the musician, Pisces, the mystic, Scorpio, the animal, Cancer, the South Node, Pisces, and Aquarius. And then over here we have the closing guidance. So, as we can see, there's a lot of things that are going to need to be worked out in our life. Because the fragment card speaks of us not feeling whole, us not feeling like all of our lives are working all the parts of our lives are working in sync towards our higher purpose and our highest destiny. But it is. And it's just that we're too close to the fire to enjoy the flame. The second chakra now, it's dealing more so with nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself and your sensuality. So it's also dealing with, like, are you giving up too much of yourself, in order to try to mask this broken heart, and not have to go through the healing process? Because people see the healing process and all they can think about is feeling better and not knowing that it's a process. You don't have a broken heart and then jump to feeling better. There's a lot of things that, we need to let go of, because here we have that we're all tied up, right? But there's a tsunami coming. There's a wake-up call. There's volcano and volatility. And what I wanted to say too is that Gaia, maybe that somebody could really be experiencing a volcano that leads to a tsunami, because this is the presence of Gaia. Gaia is Mother Sustainer, the earth, Mother Nature, So it's just telling you though that what's really happening though is for our higher good. Because remember, this is saying nurturing. And the same thing is here with the second chakra, Archangel Ariel, and the healing part, right? So no matter what is wreaking havoc or seems to be wreaking havoc in our lives, that we should be careful. And what I want to point out is the full moon. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but the full moon, yeah. I want to point that out because we are coming up on the full moon in Libra, and although that card didn't pop out, it's still very important because there could be a lot of things coming to a close, and it's going to shake us out of our stagnancy of repetitious actions, and it's going to force us to have to take off our mask and to be honest with ourselves. Because the Merry Motives card, it's asking you, like, why really are you doing these things? Like, whatever your motives are, it's asking you to be true to yourself and true to your real motives. Like, is it coming from a petty place? Like, is it your things that you're doing in your daily life because you want to hold on to stability, or because you need to look a certain way in your community? Yeah. Or are you sticking around and dealing with a lover that makes you feel fragmented? The reason why I said that is because the lover's popped up, right? And body and soul is also telling you again that it's time to nurture. It's time to take care of your body and soul. And it's time to stop being out of alignment with your body and your soul. They have to be in one, right? And stop telling yourself tall tales. Like, you could be walking around here with a broken heart and feel like your heart is full of darkness, heaviness, and just dark and heavy. And you walk around smiling and acting like your life is all filled with fireworks and butterflies and unicorns, or you rely heavily on finances to hide these things, but really inside is a building up a frustration that is going to explode. And it's asking you to have the courage to take your mask off and do the necessary healing. Yeah. And it's funny because if you look at these two cards with the privileged lady and the one that is clinging at his feet, they look like the same. They look like the same people, right? So it's just really asking us to be honest with ourselves. Are we doing work? Are we doing work and we're scared of this rejection? And not realizing that we're built for abundance. Yeah? And then right now it's like we're diving ourselves into work, but again, for what motives? What is it that we're trying to cover up? What are we trying to hide? Because over here, this is speaking of the knight. The knight card is like a knight in shining armor that needs to protect someone who is less able to. And that person, like when I look at these two people, even though that might be her daughter, her niece, a friend, or just somebody who is more vulnerable than she is, please don't get caught up in the pronouns, like chill out, okay? More vulnerable than she is, it's just telling you, like, suppose that person that they're protecting is their own inner child. But this is just telling you that you're going to have to take up arms. And I don't mean like literal guns and stuff. I just mean you have to take up these spiritual arms to be able to protect yourself and not allow yourself or anyone that you find to be vulnerable under your protection to be hurt anymore. Because this card too also speaks of the palace. This is like wanting to show off, you know, wanting to put on a show, frivolous spending. And I know a lot of people, they're getting their stimulus checks, you know, much needed. And I'm not saying like, you know, everyone is going to go out there and ball out because they got $1,400. Yeah, okay. But we don't want to get caught up in spending that back in ways that don't benefit our life or any kind of money that we come into. Or it could be our weekly paychecks. You know, many people don't, they just live a life of ego instead of really pursuing these things. Because right now, this is telling you you have an easy opportunity. And most likely it's coming from your own creativity. And like the 5 on it, the 5 birds, like this, to me, when I see that for this year, it represents this year. Because this year boils down to a 5, which is a year of change. And being that it's a 5-year for me, it's a year of massive change. Change that we've been wanting for so long, right? And it's really starting into Pisces season, and it's going to go all the way to Scorpio season. Or maybe even Aquarius season. Or back to Pisces, actually. So, yeah. But all the water signs are here, so this is heavily dealing with our emotions. You know, and Pisces is about the imaginative, compassionate, healing, empathetic, mystical, adoring, like, you know, self-pitying, illogical, impractical, so, and spiritual. And Scorpio is, of course, dealing with the intense transformation, passionate, very secretive, carnal, thorough, obsessive, intimate, primal, lusty, deep, you know, compulsive, destructive, and manipulative. So it's telling us, like, we're faced up against these two things. Like, we could be being manipulated because we're so stuck in self-pitying ways, you know, that somebody, and we're so trying to cover these things up that we're showing off, and someone is taking full advantage of that. And it's telling us that it's time for us to start protecting ourselves, right? Because in Cancer, it's about your feelings. And this is about the South Node. So it's telling you it's time to come away from these feelings that aren't doing you good. You know, feelings of there will not be enough, or anxiety about something, or just trouble. When, yeah, see, we're expecting these things, like these trouble and anxiety, and there will not be enough of something, right? And in Pisces, again, it says it's about your dreams, feelings about your dreams, your idolizations, be a part of something overwhelming. And so it's like telling you, get out of your comfort zone. Like, this is no time right now to be a part of the comfort zone. Because we're all in the age of Aquarius, and it's telling us that there's genius to be experimented with and discoveries to be made, and resulting from the eccentricity of us all, because we all have our own things going on, right? But our self-worth has a big deal to do with this. I'm sorry. Wow, my throat is like really, it's like this message. I've been trying to do this video since yesterday. Okay, anyway, sorry. Enough about me. Right? Because we're at a place right now where things are shape-shifting. So we believe things to be one way when it truly isn't, because clouds always change form. It just takes a little time for you to see something, and then by the time you look again, it disappeared and it's gone into something totally different. Right? So let's get into the reading. Official person. Why is fragmented here for the collective? Why is fragmented here for the collective? Community. Yeah. So we're so caught up on how we're representing ourselves within the community. All of us. We feeling discontented, disconnected, and fragmented. Why is the second chakra archangel Ariel here? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. See, like, we need to make a change. Well, a change is going to happen regardless, right? Because we're stuck in this situation where somebody is thieving from us. And that's what I was telling you about this protection. I mean, this protection that needs to happen. But it's going to cause some kind of volcano, some kind of volatility, or you're going through some kind of volatility right now. But it's what's going to lead you to is have to making changes on how you are stepping out into the world spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Why is the broken heart here? Why is the broken heart here? Okay. Yeah, see, you're concerned either about a child or you're concerned about a new beginning. Because this doesn't necessarily have to represent children. It could just represent that, you know, you're brokenhearted because you're very concerned about this new beginning. All right. Why is the healing here for the collective? Why is the healing here for the collective? Thank you. Yeah. Because once we could do the healing, what will happen is that we'll progress to sudden wealth. And the 777 is very, very, it's very auspicious. So it's just telling us that we need to be able to do our healing because our healing is going to propel us towards this sudden wealth. What is this wake-up call for the collective? Okay. Okay. So there's going to be some form of adjudication about your great fortune, but this person who's trying to probably take this from you or trying to gain great fortune from you is a false person. What is this volcano? Okay. Coffin. Yeah. So what this is, I mean, for some it will be death because, you know, our life is experienced through life and death, but for us, this is really not that. What this is about is an end to a situation or a time period of great volatility, but we have to go through the transformation, the scorpionic period, you know, to get that death and rebirth. Why is nurturing here? Why is nurturing here? Thank you. Occupation. Yeah, it's time to nurture what we love. Why does take off your mask here? Isn't it getting too hard right now to just keep on a false self? Isn't it like ripping at your soul to be an imitation to your own self? Like, it's toil and labor. It's too much right now. And Gaia is asking, like, yeah. Why is this merry motive? Okay. Yeah, this merry motive, unexpected income. So it's like telling you that you have to be careful of your motives because you're looking with your hand out, right? And you're really going against your own integrity in order to get this unexpected income. Body and soul. What's the body? Thank you. Imprisonment. Yeah, because it's like once you're fragmented, right? And your mind and body is not in union, you're going to feel imprisoned. And you're going to be feeling like you might as well be conversing with the rodents. You know, that's how low you're going to feel. What is this tall tale that the collective is telling itself? What is this tall tale? Yeah, wow. See? Official person in reverse, but I don't read these cards in reverse. But official person. But we haven't really became that. And it's funny because if you look at, like, their clothing, they're pretty much similar, aren't they? Yeah. And I know that whole thing about fake it till you make it, but that thing was never meant to lie to yourself. Because the tall tale that you're telling is to yourself. And I'm not telling you that it's okay or whatever. I'm not the judge of your character or your life. What I'm saying, though, it's not better. So that's the wrong term, but I'm going to use it just for a sec. It's better to lie to other people than to lie to yourself or start believing those lies that you're telling to other people. To me, I believe in just being straight up and honest, like kick rocks. If you don't love it or leave it alone. That's the motto. All right? Okay. What's the courage? Why is the courage card here? Yeah. Let me get one more. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. High honor. Okay. Yeah. See, the courage is, because I want to go back up here because it's 21 as well. The courage is to do the necessary healing, whether this is in your family or with people that you trust, you know, to open up and tell them how much you are in despair because you're looking for this high honor, but you're stuck in a place of lowly discontent. You know, you're stuck in a place of despair. And what I want to let you know is that 32 breaks down to a 5. So if you could pick your head up and you can get in union with your mind and your body, if you could do the necessary union joining between your spirit, your mind, and your heart, right, then a change is going to come. And it's assured. And this is 21 again. What is the rejection doing here for the collective? What is the rejection doing here for the collective? Thank you. Courtship. Okay. So some of us are scared to be rejected by the person that we wish to have a courtship with. You know, we have all these negative thoughts swirling around in our heads. What is this workaholic? So maybe that we're sinking ourselves into, yeah. See, it's the pathway. So we'd rather sink ourselves into work at this time because maybe we have been rejected by somebody that we were pursuing, or our heart got broken and we're on a new path right now and we're desiring to sink most of our time into work because we want to become this wealthy man. And when I say man, please, as I said, forget the pronouns. I'm dealing with what's on the picture. Okay. So we want to become this wealthy man. Like, I know for me, I've been cranking at my business. Like, I've been really putting in extra and overtime in my business because I want to be this wealthy man. I want to take the necessary steps, the action driven, you know, like the king of wands, to get it. Okay, why is the knight here? What is this thing that needs protecting for the collective? Why is the knight here? Okay. So maybe it's some people who have some problems going on in their home, you know, and they're going to receive messages from the courthouse, you know, about someone that they need to protect. Maybe there's somebody that's vulnerable in the family that needs to be protected. Okay. Why is the palace here? Thoughts. Okay. Yeah, so don't get caught up in trying to please other people. It's time to please ourselves. And I don't mean that selfishly. I mean, it's time to invest in us. Like, all that money that we waste trying to please other people can be put into increasing our true value. And I'm not talking about what people think of you. I'm talking about really increasing your true value. Like, really putting some investment in what you truly want, or the life that you truly want. Because not everybody wants to have a business. Not everybody wants to be bound to a 9-to-5. Some people want to travel. But because they're busy trying to impress other people, they're buying expensive shoes, expensive bags. They're stuck in a rat race when they could have really traveled if they were not, well, not now, you know what I'm saying, because COVID and everything, but you know what I'm saying. What is this musician? What is this easy opportunity? What is this easy opportunity? Okay, Amen. Get one more. What's up with this main man? As I said, the main man to me is about, with this one, is about the right actions. Yeah. See? This is about self-realizing the actual gifts that you do have. But 8, you need to put in the work, right? And we're back to the partnership. So if it's a partnership that you're looking for, you're being granted that, and it's an easy opportunity, but your self-worth, and you have to realize that you have to stop turning your back on your prayers and really deal with your self-worth. Okay? Why is Pisces here? Bad health. One more for Pisces. One more for Pisces. Okay, yeah, okay. So that's what's going on here with the Pisces. It's like our emotional bad health is keeping us stuck in a sense of poverty. And we need to get out of that. You know, because the duality of Pisces is that they're always can be swimming in two separate places. They can, their mind and soul can be swimming, and it looks like they're not going in the right direction, but they always end up, because they're ever flowing with the water, they're never against it. There's never nothing that is counter. And yes, they could fall down in this bad health, poverty mind state, right? And that's what we're out here expecting. more and more of the same, more and more bad health, more and more COVID restrictions is going to lead to poverty. And that's what we're expecting. And we're asked to go through a transformation and not do that. To deny what the eyes are seeing and really stay in a place of, yeah, maturity. Of knowing that the mind and the emotions really do develop your life. Yeah. Be in union with this. And some people are going to get married. Right? Mature man again. Or this mature man needs to go through a transformation with a marriage. So this could be a death and a rebirth cycle. Why is Cancer here? Why is Cancer here? Okay. Distant horizon. So yeah, so we have to think about what we're doing, all right? How our feelings are doing it. Attitudes from the past about how our future is going to go. Use your intuition, right? Because these things that you're doing, you're projecting onto your future. So as you think about something and start feeling something today and it brings you down to this bad health and state of poverty mindset, you're projecting this into your future. And it's not far, a distant horizon is not that far away. So you have to be careful to go away from these things. Why is the North Node here? And the North Node is in, South Node, sorry, is in Sagittarius. Yeah. Focus on what makes you feel wealthy. Or if you're dealing with a Sagittarius man, I mean, you could be having anxiety about this person. Yeah. So, wealthy man and main female, and message of concern. Anxiety about, again, where was it about? Somebody trying, right here. The tsunami. Adjudication, the great fortune, and the false person with the tsunami. So, hey, if you're going through a divorce or a bad breakup and you guys are heavily invested, all I can tell you is to be careful. Keep your eyes open, but be careful also not to be projecting bad health and poverty into your situations, into your life circumstances. Yeah, Pisces, again with the dreams. Be careful of what you're projecting. One more for the Pisces and dreams. One more. Oh, I guess more than one more. Okay. Now, look. This is so funny. Oh my gosh, Conio. Sorry. All right, this is more than funny. Because that's what I'm saying about the dreams, right? We have poverty and we have unexpected income. Distant horizons. The choice is yours. It's a gift. So is this saying, what are you calling into your life? Are you calling in poverty? Are you calling in a gift? Are you calling in unexpected income? And you're going to have to be mature about it. You know, think about your creativity. Think about the powers that you can use, because right now is a very, very auspicious time, but you're going to get what you put in. You understand? So if you've been sowing seeds of doubt, if you've been sowing seeds of discontent, if you've been sowing seeds of imprisonment and poverty and just bad health and a lack and rejection and having to work so hard, toil and labor, and just all the bad, negative, low vibes, you're going to reap that. And it's going to be a tsunami, a wake-up call to you to realize that you cannot sow these things into Mother Nature. You know, you can't make it your full-time job to be calling in bad situations in your job, in your life, and then expect abundance. It just doesn't work that way. You know? Why is Aquarius here for the collective? Mature woman again. Yeah, you know, it's funny because it did fall here. Which, this is like a special thing for me because, yeah, I know a mature woman that's an Aquarius. We don't get along too well. Okay, so, yeah, so if you know an Aquarius that's a mature woman, you could get a message of concern in which that you'd have to take a journey, or they're taking a journey. Yeah. But again, why is Yeah, journey again. Yeah. Okay. The message is what it is. So if you know an Aquarius, you could get a message of concern that's going to cause you to have to go on a journey. You know? Okay, thank you. Yeah. But then again, it says so separately from this message right here, I just had to clarify because it seemed a bit personal right here. But again, if right now we have a genius that is available to us, we have such new energy that's coming into the earth. You know, like this is that light. I can't remember what it's called, but I've heard so much about it because I listen to a lot of podcasts and other stuff, right? And it's the white light is just reminding me of all of the upgraded energy that's coming onto the earth that is upgrading us all, you know. And it just reminded me here too with Gaia. If you look at her breath, it looks like it's white, right? Like that white light coming in and upgrading us all if we will have it. But this right here is telling we're exposed to the genius. We can have so much genius thoughts and inspiration that we can experience with, but we're going to have to be childlike. You know, we're going to have to govern our thoughts to accept this sudden wealth, right? So, yeah, and so that we can get the high honors that we're looking for. Well, I mean, I'm just going to do 7 cards, and then maybe we'll clarify them, because, you know, I normally clarify all of these, but I don't think I need to. All right, 7 cards for the closing of the welcome back reading for the collective. 7 cards for the collective, for the welcome back reading for the collective. Thank you. Can I have 7 cards for the closing of the welcome back reading? 1. 6 more cards, please. 2. 5 more cards. 4 more cards. 2. 1. Thank you. And up top, the 2 of Earth. Alright, sorry, my desk is messy. Maybe I should have cleared everything first. Okay. Yep, this one. Trying to figure out how they came out. And this one was that way too. Alright, so, yeah. Alright. Sorry, I'm going to clear everything because it looks way too much. It's confusing me. Sorry, give me a sec, okay? Let me just get rid of these cards. I missed you guys. I mean, I know I don't have a big channel, but, you know, I missed giving the messages, but I just wasn't able to physically, emotionally, you know, these energies were like, yeah, I went through some stuff, and it wasn't like a dark night of the soul where it's like, woe is me, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to me. No, it was more of, I went through something that I was tired of going through, and I had to laugh at myself like, I can't believe you're actually still going through this kind of stuff. Girl, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Yeah, so, but it was still painful, but it wasn't like my first couple of dark nights of the soul. Okay. So what we have here is the 4 of air, the Knight of water, the 2 of air, unity in the flux position, 3 of earth in the flux position, 3 of water in the flux position, and the Empress. Now, I could take it to the baseline of everything and say, like, you know, right now we're in rest mode because there's an offer that's coming in, you know, but we're indecisive about it. We're acting like we don't know the way that we should go because we could still be stuck into a relationship or a marriage. Right? And you don't know if you really want to work on it because you don't know if there's still happiness there because there could be a third-party situation that resulted in a pregnancy. Or you could just don't know if you really want to work on it because you don't have any happiness there because you're looking for a new beginning. But then you know me, I don't really stick to those low-level vibing things. Go a little higher than me, right? So right now, this is telling me that it's time for us to rest on some stuff. You know, figure out how we can balance our emotions, right? Because we're so caught up in our heads. We're caught up on the ways with the traditional thinking. We're caught up in old dogmas. We're caught up in the ways that people, traditional society thinks that we should all be. And it doesn't work for a lot of people. You understand? It's not working. There's something about it that's not working for a lot of people. And it's not bringing them happiness. And it's time for a new way of doing things, a new way of going through things. Because even these structures like the media, the technology groups, and government and bureaucracy, it's not working for a lot of people. So it's just telling us that we have to find a new way, right? Because at the bottom is that we're going to have to find our compassion, a renewal, to make a judgment call, you know, about the path that we want. Because a life experience is coming, because we're tired of the 7 of air energy, like tired of it. We want equal give and take, and that's the truth. You know, tired of these in and out people. We're walking, you know, as I'm saying, walking away from this kind of stuff. A death has to happen, because there's going to be no more juggling. It's cutting out, because people are looking for the justice and the success, the reward, the recognition, right, for all the work that they have put in, right? They're waiting for the world to change. They're waiting for the strength, you know, to get out of this confusion and to stand their ground for what they want and to make the right choices. You know, to bring in something new into their life, new messages about a new beginning, a new start. It's where they can be the emperor. Okay. Let's get into this. Okay, let's see why. And then I'll get out of here after I read the closing guidance. I know it's probably longer than I wanted it to be. Oh, it's upside down. Okay, thank you for letting me know that. Oh, my babies are falling apart. I gotta get a new deck, but I don't want to. Okay, 4 of air. Messages for the collective. Please clarify the messages, the closing. Okay, justice, same thing. Okay. Please clarify the closing messages for the collective. 3 shuffles. That was the Fool and, the 3 of Wands and the Star. So why are we waiting to do the necessary healing that we need? You know, we're still waiting on ships to come in instead of actually going and resting and taking that time to really think about what is passionate. Yeah, we're stuck in our heads about this moving on to a new path. Yeah. Alrighty. Why is the 4 of air here? Why is the 4 of air here? Okay, thank you. 6 of swords. Exactly. It's time to move to karma waters. Through our resting, through our rejuvenation, through our relaxation, through our meditation. Yeah. Oh, sorry, it's the moon upside down, but you know, well, we could do that. It doesn't even, I wasn't ready though, but yeah, because whatever was hidden is going to come out, you know? Whatever is hidden is going to come out. So it's like justice. And that wanted to come out from before. It's like justice. But you're going to have to, maybe whatever comes out is going to make you be forced into a place of rest and rejuvenation, relaxation, meditation, and guidance, because that's what's needed at the time. Why is the Knight of Water here? Why is the Knight of Water here? The Hierophant. He's there again. Okay, one more about this Knight of Water. So somebody could be getting a proposal. Yeah, 6 of Staff. Okay. Okay. So you could get a proposal that'll be very successful. Or if that's what you're waiting on. Or very indecisive about. Wanting to be married, wanting that success, wanting that recognition. But look, Ten of Swords. And it's asking you to cut it out. Stop sitting around Five of Cups crying over spilled milk of a marriage gone bad, you know? And waiting for this wedding proposal. But you need to balance your own emotions. Wow. Where's the Two of Air? Okay. And one more for the Two of Air. One more for the Two of Air. Thank you. Yeah. What? I'm going to put that and get two more. Okay, can I get two more? Because that goes with... Oh, okay. That's two. Yeah. Okay. So that's exactly what it is. And you're always supposed to get two more. Space. Okay. See? You are stuck because you don't know if you're supposed to continue working on a situation that's stagnant, you know, that has you not going anywhere. And even though the scarab beetle is here for your transformation, you're still stuck in limbo and wondering if you're supposed to put in more work. But you already know this decision. You know, remove your blindfolds, see what life really is, right? Because it's like here, you want to, it's like either you're going to be single and worry about your coins, worry about independence, worry about actually living the life that you deserve and that you truly want, or you're going to, you know, and end whatever this fake stability is, because this is not stability. This is not going anywhere. This is leading to betrayal. But you're wanting success. Okay. Why is the Unity card here? Why is the Unity card here for the collective? Yeah. See, there's a lot of people who are stuck in bad relationships or bad marriages or in situations with the higher ups or people in their jobs, or they're just stuck in situations where they're feeling like they're trapped and they're feeling like they're helpless. But if you notice, this person has head bowed and surrounded by his emotions, but his hands are not tied. There's no one there making him into submission. The only thing that I could see are his thoughts. And 2, 4, 6. 6 swords. He needs to move to calmer waters. Or it could be like he's lamenting over heartbreak. And that has this person stagnant. You know, or he's just stuck in a bad marriage. Or, sorry, the parts of the collective are just stuck in a bad committed relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be a marriage. It could be a common law. It could be baby mama, baby daddy. It could be just girlfriend, boyfriend, hookups, like whatever it is, whatever you consider to be something that brings unity into your life, something that you are obligated to in some form of sense. It's keeping you powerless, and it's hostile. It's petty. You know, everyone is like trying to get the best out of everybody and trying to throw low jabs and twisting the knife, and it's just terrible right now. Like, So why would you want to work on that? Okay, 3 of Earth. The Empress. Yeah, new beginnings. See, there she goes again. After the 3 of Swords. And look how many 3s. 3, 3, 3, 3. 3. So there's a lot of heartbreak that's on this table. Like, a lot. But it's time for a new beginning. Why is the 3 of Earth here with the Empress? That's what you need to be working on, a new beginning. A new era of abundance, of joy, of happiness, of success, of finances. Yeah. But again, the 2 of Staffs is in reverse with the Star and the Temperance. So these are really big cards, because the whole other reading was speaking about healing, right? And finding our balance and becoming in union with head, heart, mind, and spirit. Like everything in union in order to bring in this new beginning. But we're going to have to pick a path. Yeah. and figure out what we really do want to work on. Why is the Three of Water here in the flux position? Why is the Three of Water here in the flux position? Okay. Do what you do. Tower. Five of Coins and Two of Cups. Okay. Seven of Swords. So I can't look at this like it's a good, like, oh my goodness, a tower moment. No, this is a tower moment because somebody is going to find out that what is not truly making them happy. You understand? Like something is in their life that's not truly making them happy. And maybe they've been going along with it, trying to work with it because of security, because of what it looks and represents to other people. Yeah, right? But there's a lot of sneakiness here. There's a lot of people trying to get away with things, right? And this person is okay with it because they got their Four of Swords. They're going to go rest, right? But they're going to also bring in a lot of hateful words, right? And this person is going to bring in a tower moment that's going to have someone crying over spilt milk over this relationship that is not productive. It's not Two of Cups. It doesn't make you happy. It's time for you to go search for that cup that makes you happy. Your self-love cup. Where's the Empress? Okay. All right. Let me drop that like this on my leg. Sorry. Okay. Your Ten of Coins is by stop working on dead situations. Stop crying over spilt milk, right? And look, the King of Swords, cut that crap out. That's it. Just cut it out. Do what's best for you. Death to the situation. Yeah. And even though it was slow coming, it's still a death. Yeah. Knight of Swords, King of Swords. So somebody's going to be rushing in to put an end to this because, you know, somebody wants to be the magician of their life. Yeah, to get to the King of Coins. Alrighty, people. I thank you so much. Now let's get to closing guidance. Let's put all of you over there. Okay. See you later. Now, yeah, this is number 6. Oh, okay. That's what happened, okay? It says, there is no aspect of your life separate from your spiritual journey. There is one aspect of you that is not of divine, there is no aspect of you that is not of divine origin. There is a friction or conflict within you or your life right now. A sense perhaps of being pulled in more than one direction and confusion because of this. You are questioning which path to take, this way or that. What if you choose this path and it turns out the other would have been better? Backwards and forwards it goes. To you, to and fro, trying to settle upon the truth. You shall manifest your destiny just as an acorn grows into an oak tree. So do not fret or fear. Do not hold back from that which feels incomplete out of anxiety or distress. Something you have been trying to integrate is so very nearly ready to click into place. Stay with your process. Okay? So this is telling us, like the whole reading, it's time to pick a path, right? It's time to let go of all these things that, it's time to let go of the back and forth. It's time to just live, right? And what I want to do is pull the chakras that I got today. I wasn't even going to use these because these were just affirmations for the day, right? And the first shot, this one is the first chakra, the base chakra, independence. It says, I know what my needs are and I actively pursue them, knowing that I will be guided and provided for when I put in the effort. I open myself to all possibilities and participate fully in life. I use my imagination and my vision to initiate what I wish for, and I pursue it. I am not waiting to be rescued. I am not a victim. I am strong. Affirmation. I am the architect of my life. Number 2. Sun, moon, earth, infinity. All that is infinity. I am thee. Okay? Third affirmation. If you truly believe it, if I truly believe it, I can create it. So, I mean, come on. These things are going so in line. And I just wish all of us the strength to be able to move towards what we say we truly want. Now, I thank you so much for coming to the Black Hearted Oracle. Welcome back. Okay, so thank you so much. Before we go, again, I gotta close this out by also giving thanks and homage to Mother Sustainer, Father Creator, and the ancestors for such a beautiful reading. And I wish you guys the best, and I hope that you find your higher self in the quiet places, and may my aunt hold you in her loving grace. Ashe.